After everything that happened, did you think you could come back from the dead and do everything you said you were gonna do? Baby, when you left they were laughing, 'cause all that time you were acting like you loved me, but it couldn't be. And I just can't deal with nobody.
That's the sound of the rising R&B artist, Patrice Live. She's been actively involved in music since the age of 5. She's a singer, songwriter, vocal coach, and businesswoman, and has started her own reality series. She's here today on The Sound. Waters, and welcome to The Sound. Joining us here in studio today is one of DMV's rising R&B stars, Patrice Live. She's also trained in classical, gospel, jazz, almost everything. Patrice has even performed with DC's all-female go-go band, Bella Donna. She's known for bringing so much high energy and audience interaction to all of her performances. No wonder why you have a Live in your stage name.
Yes.
You seem like a very busy woman. When do you sleep?
I don't. I am very busy. I'm a wife, mother of 2 toddlers, performer, and still business owner, so have a lot going on at all times.
So you don't sleep?
At all.
So how do you describe your sound?
Very a 90s R&B sound, but with a current sort of vibe. I love a lot of different artists, and so we mix a lot of different, a little bit of jazz, but mainly that 90s R&B that I grew up on and learned how to perform and sing.
Okay, and how do you stay unique in that realm?
I actually just kind of let my energy speak to the songs. A lot of times I get songs from people who give me what they think I want, but then usually they let me hear something and I'm like, I love that, and they're like, what? So it just depends on the vibe and how I'm feeling, and if I can immediately imagine myself performing it, then I know it's right for me.
Yeah, it's like, let me pick it myself. It's like birthday gifts.
Exactly.
So what do you have first for us today?
I'm going to perform my single right now called Leftovers.
All right, take it away.
Thank you.
After everything that happened, did you think you could come back from the dead and do everything you said you were gonna do? Baby, when you left they were laughing, 'cause all that time you were acting like you loved me, but it couldn't be. And I just can't deal with nobody. I'm almost over you, because I told ya. No, I'm almost over. Get the cold shoulder. Listen, he's saying all the things I used to want to hear, but you need to get on up out of here, 'cause you still got her on your mind, but she left you behind, and now you're looking at me. When you could have saved me, but you made me look like a fool, so I told you. I'm almost over you. Hey, because I told you, no leftovers. I don't want it. Listen. Now what makes you think that I still want you? Boy, I'm mad at the fact that your mind wasn't made up. What makes you think that I'm the one that you could fall back the cold shoulder because I told you. Yeah, yeah. Left over, almost over, 'cause I told you. Say left over, I'm almost over. Get the cold shoulder, babe, 'cause I told you, baby.
When we come back, more with Patrice Live as we talk about her reality series and why she's also known as Wonder Woman. Stick around for The Sound. Welcome back to The Sound. I'm Britt Waters here with R&B singer-songwriter Patrice Jones-Nichols, also known as Patrice Live. She's not only been featured on her own reality series, but she's working to present herself as a Wonder Woman to inspire others. Yes. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So you really started singing at 5?
Yes, I really did.
What were you singing at 5? The alphabet?
Well, that too, but I was told the first song I learned was Superwoman by Karen White. It's I guess an older song, but my grandfather's a gospel quartet singer too, so it's just kind of in the family, so it's a true story.
Okay, so from there to now,
Yes.
what has been your most memorable moment from singing?
From singing, I think it actually happened when I opened for Brandy at the Fillmore here in the DMV.
Huge.
Yes, very big deal. I grew up listening to her, and so it was an exciting day. So that's been exciting. And then I guess in general, I wrote my high school's alma mater, the school song. So it's like going down in history. So
how did that even come about?
Well, the school was brand new when I started, and so they needed someone to write the school song. So I did, and now, I mean, even all these years later, they still sing it. So I think that's probably my two proudest moments. Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
so you're like a local legend.
Yeah, I try to be.
How do you balance it all?
You know, it's not easy. I'm super organized. Google Calendar runs my life. But even still, I have a great team. My husband's very supportive. I have a lot of family who believes in what I do. So all of those things are factors, and it's still not easy. But you know, you do what you can, and the rest you pray about and let it go.
So you're like a cool mom.
I try to be.
So like when you're hanging out on the play dates with the other moms, they're all doing the real job, and you're like, yes, I'm a singer, songwriter.
Yeah.
You know, I was just opening up for Brandy last week.
Yeah.
What's that like?
It's funny, but you know what? I actually, so many of my friends are doing great things in their own areas. So I feel like I'm one of many. I don't even feel like elite. But yeah, I try to be the cool mom. Maybe my kids will think that way soon. Right now, they're just mad that they have to go to bed at a certain time. So I'm not that cool.
Well, you started singing at 5. Yes. When are you going to make your daughters, start singing along?
Yeah, well, they actually do. The songs that I allow them to sing, both my son and daughter, they know them and they love singing them. And so when I have to leave, they say, well, Mommy, where are you going? I'm like, I have to sing. And they're like, okay, Patrice Live. That's their only time to get away with it, But they both, my son actually can sing. My daughter, I'll let her stick to dancing because I've heard her sing. It's not always cute.
Not everything's gonna run in the family.
Exactly.
So how do you get yourself in a zone when it comes to songwriting?
It's about energy, the music that I'm hearing. I like to write stories. I'm big, I love Biggie Smalls. He was a storyteller. Yes. Wake up in the morning, he's telling you everything that he's doing. And so
very detailed.
Yes. I love that. I love the concept. The concept is what we call it, concept writing. And so sometimes I'm inspired by someone else's story. I could be talking to a friend and she's telling me a situation. I'm like, that's a good story, and I write it. So it just depends.
So the song, I Know I'm Gonna Cheat on You, that was a friend's story, or was that your story?
You pulled that one out of the bag. I wasn't ready for that question. Actually, that was a story about me. I won't lie. Before I was married, I dated this guy and he was so nice, but I, like many women, was in a very bad place emotionally, and so the song is more so about not being ready to accept something good because I'm not healed and ready. So that was about me. Thanks, Britt.
Sorry. Hopefully he's not watching.
Yeah.
So when stuff like that happens, does your friends and your family and everyone around you, do they ask you, like, is that song about me? Do you have to be honest?
I'm honest most of the time. Sometimes I may not write the full song about someone so that they'll be like, and I'll be like, oh no, you didn't wear an orange dress. Like, that's not you.
What?
So it just depends on the topic. But a lot of times I get permission from people to say, hey, I want to tell this story. What do you think? So, yeah.
Do you sing for your husband a lot?
He says that I don't anymore. I used to, probably not because it's my job. So I tell him all the time, like, as a singer, you are really thinking about the performance. It's not like a just random thing that you do. Now I'm so engrossed in what I'm doing that it's not something that I just randomly do. So maybe I'll sing for him a little more often. I don't know.
You don't seem too excited about it.
Because he looks at me weird. And it's funny because I heard Oprah Winfrey say that she would rather speak in front of like millions of people than to speak in front of two. Because, you know, they're right up on you. And so after you finish, you look up and everyone's there. That's kind of how I feel with singing. So if I'm singing to him and he just looks at me, it feels weird. I don't know.
Especially your family, because they're so honest.
Exactly.
Like,
and I'm in a family full of singers. Exactly.
Oh, wow.
So they really will let you have it.
So speaking of your family full of singers, you said you had a cousin on Broadway and your grandfather nominated for a Grammy.
Yes.
What kind of pressure is that like? Do you still get, you know, advice from them and things?
Oh, I do. I really want to get my grandfather. He's gospel, but I really want to get him in the studio for the next album that we do. Maybe just to play. I don't know. We'll see. I'm working on it. But there isn't a lot of pressure because they're very supportive. I just think that I feel like I have the torch now and I want to really take it to the next level. So if there is any pressure, it's pressure that I put on myself and not them. So, yeah.
And you've dabbled in a lot of things.
Yeah.
Singing with Belladonna.
Yes.
That's go-go.
Yes.
Completely different from smooth R&B love songs.
Yes.
Has DC been helping you kind of diversify your music?
Yes, it has. And I mean, honestly, go-go music, you know, that's DMV born and bred. I really didn't grow up listening to a lot of go-go. Like I knew the high level, I know about Chuck Brown or Backyard, but in general, I didn't really listen to a lot of go-go. So when I started with the band, there was a huge learning curve. You know, I had to learn. I always had a lot of energy, even with R&B, but with go-go, you really have to like give a show. So it really has amplified my performance because now I have the endurance and the energy to jump off the stage if that's what I want to do. So it's
Have you stage dived?
I have.
That's like on my bucket list of things I have to do.
It's scary, but I think when you have that, you know, sort of
when you're
energy,
Patrice
you don't
live,
care.
when you're the Wonder Woman.
Yeah, you don't care. Yeah, I've done that. I actually got in trouble. I was like 7 months pregnant with my son, and I was still performing. I didn't try to jump off the stage. No, Britt, I didn't try to. But I was just like into it, and I was like trying to get on this table, and everybody was looking at me like, no, sit down.
But wouldn't that be an awesome story
for
your son? Like, yeah, I was born when my mom did a stage dive and I jumped out with her.
It would be.
That would be cool.
They did not help me with telling that story, so I'm still a little sour.
So, I mean, I love reality television. Sure. It gets kind of a bad rap. What made you want to dabble into that?
I thought it was interesting. I mean, I think, you know, there's so much music out here, but I think what sets me apart is, one, my story, because it's no different from a lot of women, and just, you know, trying to pursue your goals, but you have family, you have children, you have bills, you have real life stuff, and finding the energy and the stamina to really do what you want to do. And so I felt like I wanted to show people, like, listen, I cry, I get frustrated, it's hard, I'm not going to lie to you, but if I can do it, and I'm coming from here, and you're probably already here, you can do whatever you want to do, whether it's start your own business or go back to school. So that was really the inspiration, is for people to see my story and hopefully be inspired to do what they want to do.
I'm inspired just listening to you. And that's brave to not only put your business out there through TV, but through music as well.
Yes, yes. It is a little scary, and I'm very hands-on. Like, I don't know if I want to say that, but I do want to be honest. So I cry a lot. Like, when I get angry, I cry. So you'll see me cry throughout the series.
And I can feel like the realness when you sing.
Thank you.
So let's get back to your performance.
Yeah.
When we come back, it's time to turn up the sound once again with another performance from DMV's rising R&B artist, Patrice Live. Stick around for the sound. Welcome back to The Sound. Britt Waters here once again on the sound stage for another performance from DMV's own Wonder Woman, R&B singer, songwriter Patrice Live. Now, singer, songwriter, I know you have another job, mother, husband. I hear you're working on a foundation with Wonder Woman.
Yes, I started the foundation a few years ago, but we're finally getting it off the ground. And basically, there are scholarships that I'm going to give away in honor of different women that I know. And so it's anywhere from a business owner to a young mother with many children, and so we'll have that coming up, and I'm super excited. That's the real reason why I do what I do, to help others. Yeah.
Another job, but it pays off.
Yes, yes.
So what's the next song you have for us?
I'm going to perform Jump Back. Usually I have dancers, so you have to excuse me if I'm all over the stage, but this is my up-tempo and the first single off my album.
Let me know if you want me to jump in and jump back.
You gotta get it right, but practice
I'm just
over
gonna
there.
watch. Okay, all right, take it away.
This next song is called Jump Back, and this is dedicated to all of those people that don't appreciate you when you have them. You tell them I said jump back. Sitting here waiting for my phone to ring while you in the streets doing your own thing. Committed to you, treating you like you're a king. Thinking about you, singing about you, wishing you were thinking about me. Then I get the call and you say that life's a game of players and you play that. So get your stuff, call it quits, and roll. This relationship took a... I said I thought I had your heart, but I see that of my life you had a part, but I held you down on the block, but now look at me, I got a bop when I walk. About to push a 6 down, I said I bought it on my own, no sweat. Said BBS cuts on my chest, yes. Hey, I said I just bought the crib out west. Said, boy, did you forget that I'm the best? Yes, and if that new girl says, listen, said, ooh, boy, you thought that I would cry just because you told me you ain't want me by your side. Don't believe the hype and don't believe the lies. Don't believe yourself. And do I, when I lay down and die, cause my third eye made me wise to the lies. You're gonna miss my lips, my hips, my thighs. I'ma show a smile as I walk away because I realize I thought I had your heart, but I see that. Hey, of my life you had a part, but hey, I held you down on the block, but now watch, now look at you, she got a bop when she walked. About to push a 6 down, I said I bought it on my own, no sweat. Said VVS cuts on my chest, yes. Hey, I said I just bought the crib out west. Said, boy, did you forget that Patrice Live's the best, yes. And if that new girl tests, listen, sometimes I think I'm Little Kim, look. So long, baby, hope you have a good one. If you need a loan, holla at me, cause I'm good, son. When you was with me, all you did was hold me up. From trying to get mine, all you wanted was enough. But here's some buzz for you. You could've had me, but you all for you. Wanted you badly, but you all Goya. You're kinda foreign to me, but now I see that back then you didn't want me and now I'm hot. I said I thought I had your heart, but I see that of my life you had a part, but hey, I held you down on the block, but now watch, now look at me, I got a bop when I walk. About to push a 6 down, I said I bought it on my own, no sweat. Said BBS cuts on my chest. Jump back, I said I just bought the crib out west. Said, boy, did you forget that I'm the best? Yes, and if that new girl tests, jump back, jump back, jump back. Ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh, yeah, 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 yeah.
I see why they call you Patrice Live. That was amazing. Thank you, Patrice, and for all of you watching. We'll see you again on the next edition of The Sound.